Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Baharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to your Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and the truth. Shalom. So basically this video I want to go into, basically the times that we're in, and, a lot of things happened, this is, article from an officer that was stabbed like a week ago. It happened in Germany, in Mannheim. It happened in Germany. Was somebody protesting against, against Islam. And I think it was a dude from Iran. I'm not sure. Maybe the article is gonna say it. But and he attacked a dude that was protesting against the Islam, and then police came. He stabbed that dude in the leg, and then the police came, and if it would be a so-called Negro, if it would be a Jacob descendant, they would have shot earlier, because I also saw the clip. He was stabbed. He was stabbed in the. I think he at least stabbed the man that was protesting against Islam. At least he stabbed him at least twice in his leg. And the police were like telling him to move away and put his hands up and this and that. And then he stabbed the police officer in his neck. He stabbed him in the neck, and then they shot him. And this article, it talks about that the police officer died. But I'm gonna read the article in a moment. But there's also another stabbing. Also gonna read that article also in the same place in Germany. And then another thing also happened, I believe it in Norway. And it's beautiful because these things are all part of prophecy also. But yeah, let me start with this. This is the book of 2 Esdras, chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yeah, by seeing all these things going on, it's showing us that the time for Yahweh to come back is getting closer and closer. People going crazier and crazier. It's beautiful, man. Let me see. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, all these secrets about Esau that be being brought out to the light. That's also a token, a sign of him going down. He's not able to hide his wickedness. Everybody sees his wickedness. It's beautiful to see, man. And there's also an article that I dropped today. The Dutch Edomites, they really think that they are something. So they had a marine ship, and I think they were on the way to are on the way to China, and they passed on the way to Japan, and they passed like in the so-called open sea near China. And China, they basically circled that ship with helicopters and fighter jets, and Dutch were speaking about a very dangerous situation. But and that's also another thing. There also was a ship that was supposed to unload some military equipment. And a Russian boat, again, a Russian boat came and basically prevented from unloading. They were fucking with them, fucking with them. And Russian been doing that with the Dutch, like a while ago, maybe it's 6 months ago or something. I don't know. Could be longer. Time flies, like and you had a navy ship also from Holland, and there was I think it was a chopper or a fighter jet, I'm not sure, but they were flying above that ship, and they basically fucked up the radio. And Russia been playing with the GPS signals. A lot of planes were not able to fly. I believe it was Norway or Sweden. One of those countries, or Swiss. It could even be Swiss. But it was one of those countries. None of those planes of that countries. Basically they decided not to fly with none of those planes because Russia was messing with the GPS. I think it was Sweden. Because they are also with the border with Sweden. So they were messing up the GPS signals, so the planes were not able to fly. And this Russia, they got some technology going on. So like I said, they were messing with a navy ship from Holland, and they made it that they couldn't steer anymore, and they blocked him from the radio. So they basically showed the Dutch like, hey, y'all can do shit. If we wanted to, we could destroy you and nobody would know it. They were not able to send an SOS or whatever. Those are the times that we are in, man. A lot of stuff is going on, man. All kinds of things of wars. North Korea, they last week, past week, they fired like 18 missiles at once. So yeah, man, they've been stuff's going on, man. So let me check this article. Stabbed officer in Mannheim, attack dies. The officer who was stabbed in an attack in Mannheim on Friday died as a result. The public prosecution service in Karlsruhe announced this. The officer tried to stop the attacker who had stabbed a far-right anti-Islam activist, Michael Sturzenberger, with a knife. Sturzenberger was taken to the hospital with serious injuries to his face and leg. Oh, so he also stabbed him in the face then. The man then charges at bystanders, several of whom he also injured. Video footage showed that he also stabbed an officer. A colleague of the officer drew his firearm and shot the attacker. In addition to the officer, others also suffered stab wounds. The attack took place during a meeting of the anti-Islam movement civic movement PAX Europe. Wrote that the attacker is a 25-year-old man from Afghanistan. The stabbed officer is the only one who died from his injuries. So there you have that case. Let me take a little bit of water. So there you have this thing. So the officer died. You see him on the picture, holding his head, the place that he was stabbed. And I saw the video of it. You see the officer, first he stands up, but he's bleeding, then he goes back sitting down. And it's beautiful to see, man, because these are all things. They are all part of prophecy. And let me see. Yeah, that's this article right here. So let me translate it. No, it doesn't translate. Why? Let me try it again. That doesn't want to translate. But also at the same place. Let me try to translate it again. Oh. Well, no, it doesn't translate, so I'm just gonna try my best to explain what happened. So, in the same place, Mannheim, Tuesday night, a local politician got stabbed, and they say that is, the police say that is probably a psycho who did it, we know, it's all of the Most High, Matter of fact, let me jump real quick to the book of Isaiah to show you that the Most High is in control of everything, the good, bad, evil, everything comes from the Most High. Let me see the book of Isaiah, chapter 45. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. So, and you can check the book of Job, chapter 1. You can read, starting from verse 6. It shows you that even Satan can do, if you read the book of Job 1 and 2, chapter 1 and 2, it shows you that even Satan can do nothing without permission from the Most High. Unlike like how the church is teaching you, Christianity is teaching you that Satan is fighting with the Most High. That's bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. No, the Most High has control of everything, good and bad. So he stabbed the local. So this man, he stabbed the local politician, and they be like, yeah, he's psycho. He's not good in the head. He's not playing with a full deck, and this and that. So they put him in a mental clinic. Uh, 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 uh. And they say that there are no signs that this dude of 25 years old, that he knew that he was stabbing a politician. And this is funny because there's also a politician from a radical right party, AfD. Funny, man. And that's also a thing that also needs to be stirred up, this race war, and I also saw clips about Germans at a party and they were singing Ausländer raus, and that song is Ausländer raus means foreigner, out, out of the country, and that now this moment, one of the brothers, he posted that clip in the two of those clips from Germany, two of those clips in the group app. And it's funny because now it reminds me of a song of an Italian dude, he used to make bubbling, his family on the side of my mother, his family member. He's a Jake who started with the speed bubbling here in Holland. He started with it, then everybody started to do it. But basically, he started with it. But and he had a song. I remember like years ago. It's in the time of when you had the cassettes. And he had a song, and they were, there was also the time that the Germany started, with the army boots and all that, with the shaved head and all that, and they were screaming on the streets like Ausländer the raus, like foreigners the out, and then he made a song that's funny. It's funny, man. I'm gonna sing a little bit of it. They were like Ausländer the raus, Ausländer the raus. And then he said like Nosta queda zigzag den koine mama, basically zigzag screw your ma, suck your mother, like the Jamaicans say. The English dude, basically, yeah, go fuck your mother, something like that. Now I think about that song, man. I'm gonna, yeah, funny, but yeah. So they try to, basically brush it a little bit off. But so, and they say that this dude who got stabbed, he saw him basically, I said they tear up the flyers of that party, and there were three dudes that were, basically getting the flyers of the tearing up the flyers of that party, that the pamphlets or whatever how you want to call them, that they had posters, basically, that were hanging somewhere, and they were destroyed. And they said that he spoke to those persons, and that one of them attacked that Koch. So yeah, so that's in the same in the same city. And then there was also another article that I saw today. Let me see this one. Yeah. It's funny, man. It's funny, man. How a lot of things. This in Denmark. So this is from nu.nl. Danish Prime Minister attacked by a man on the street in Copenhagen. Yeah, Mark Kutte extremely shocked me. This Kutte, former premier of Holland. So he wants to be something big in the Euro, wants to be the front man or something like that. So you see him in everything, Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen was beaten by a man on the street. So ain't you females equal to men? All that shit that y'all be talking and all that shit. So now you're beaten down by a man. So now you're sorry, right? But you're a politician, which is also going against scriptures, man. A female ain't supposed to have any form of authority over a man. So you are a politician, man. So Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen was beaten by a man on the street in Copenhagen on Friday evening. The Danish government reported this to Ritzau News Agency. Frederiksen is shocked by the incident but has no further comment. She will let us know through her offers. A source with knowledge of the situation told the Danish newspaper Extra Bladet that the Prime Minister is doing well under the circumstance. However, she is very shocked. Oh, now she's the victim, right? Police will only confirm that the Prime Minister was beaten in Koltervet Square in central Copenhagen. The man has been arrested. Shortly before the incident, Frederiksen had campaigned for the European elections. Politicians react with horror to the incident and wish the Prime Minister a lot of support. In a democracy, you use words, not violence, writes Trine Bramson of the Social Democrats Frederiksen Party on X. Economy Minister Martin Bojkov calls the incident very disturbed and terrible. Kutte was also very shocked by the attack. Outgoing Prime Minister Mark Kutte is also tremendously shocked, of course. Fucking bundle of sticks. English cigarettes, that's what that dude is. By the attack on Frederiksen, his spokesman said, Kutte is visiting Luxembourg. He and Luxembourg Prime Minister Luc Frieden informed their Danish counterpart that they sympathized with her. Frederiksen has been Prime Minister of Denmark since 2019. She is also party leader of the Social Democrats. So it's funny, man. It's beautiful, man. And these are all things that shows us that, we are in those days, man. We are in those days. It's the book of 2nd Esther, chapter 15. And let me start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Yeah, basically Revelations 12 and 12, Horrible things are waiting, Matter of fact, let me just grab that. So a lot of things, man, are about to go down. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And he's ready, Esau's getting ready to unleash a lot of shit, man. So back to the book of 2nd Esther, chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction on draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. You already see it, countries, you know, they put, I say that more and more countries start to recognize Palestine, the state Palestine, and they want to put the army of the small heads of the big noses on the blacklist. So a lot of stuff going on. They were also talking a lot of shit. Let me see. For the sword and their destruction on draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. And you see that going on. They don't give a shit. You're a politician, you're a police officer. It doesn't matter, man. They don't like you. You're about to go down, man. It's beautiful to see these things happen, man. It's really beautiful. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And we seen this going on, man. And it's very beautiful to see this, man. Very beautiful. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna leave it like that. I saw these things. I'm like, man, that's like three incidents. Yeah, short after each other with not on regular people. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us, the apostles and the elders, lucky, the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures among other things, and salutations to Akim across the earth doing this work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.